Next up on the number one tee.
Well, hello, and welcome back to your virtual tea time. My name is Tori, and today I am joined with three of my favorite ladies. We got Alex Anderson here from Babes Golf. Hi, Alex.
Hello, it's good to be back.
We have Sally here. Sally, how the hell are you? I haven't seen you in a bit.
I am fabulous. I'm having a great time in life.
I mean, the last time I did see you, you were doing karaoke on the beach.
Yes, ma'am.
Living your best life. And it's really been too long since you've been back in Arizona.
It has. I love it here. I need to make it permanent. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, remind me what you're in charge of in Orange County, right? You're
Yes.
the head in the Babes Golf Orange County.
Event coordinating, planning, hosting, all the things. And then I also do pop-up events in the Inland Empire of Southern California, close by where I live now.
So just the fact of saying, like, I think I want to move to Arizona, that's probably making Alex extremely nervous right now.
It excites her.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. We would have someone take over our Orange County chapter. So,
oh no,
This is just
talking.
ideas.
Yeah, ideas.
Let's not worry anybody.
Well, I'm more getting excited. I don't want to get like on improper expectations.
Well, in the OC, I have some OGs, my homies, so they might get kind of sad, but it's not that far.
And we also have Amanda here. Hi, Amanda.
hi.
Amanda, how do you pronounce your last name?
Pigos.
Pigos. Amanda Pigos. Amanda, I met you at a Babes Golf event.
Yes.
What, back in September?
Yep. The very first Arizona Babes golf event.
That was.
That
was the start of it all.
Such a hit.
Uh-huh.
How'd you hear about that event?
So I followed them on Instagram, and I actually had just moved to Arizona from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I followed them on Instagram when I lived in Wisconsin. And I just found them on Explore page or through other accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, I wish that I had this where I lived. And then I ended up moving, and then I saw launching Arizona chapter. And I was like, this is so meant to be. How exciting. And I literally went to that event by myself. I knew no one going. I just took a chance and went. And it was the best thing I ever did. So.
And ever since I met you there, I've seen you on all the pictures. You're doing all the events. And
yeah.
I mean, Alex, that's really what it's all about.
Yeah. Amanda's become a really good friend, and she's so involved. And yeah, I love to see she's almost like a face of the Arizona chapter because she's been there from the beginning.
She is.
She's an OG of the AZ.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Well, thanks for being here today.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
So Sally, you came from, did you just drive from California? This morning?
Last night.
So
my boyfriend's parents were visiting in town, and we played 18 holes of golf yesterday. Didn't get finished until around 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So I had packed the night before, went home after golf, and threw the bags in the car and drove off. And
just you?
By myself.
On I-10, late at night?
Yes.
That's a hard drive.
Yeah.
And when it's dark out, because I get sleepy. It's not, it doesn't move anywhere. It's just straight. So yes. I tend to be slapping my face, wake up, let's go.
I was listening to a book and on 1.8 speed, and I was speeding. And at one point I was hitting close to 100. I'm not going to lie, you guys. Okay.
Sally.
I get red lights, blue lights, getting pulled over, heart pounding.
So where?
In Arizona. I was a couple hours away, 2 hours from Scottsdale. So just getting into Arizona.
Yeah.
Blythe, right past Blythe, I think it was. Maybe.
So you get pulled over. You're going 100 miles per hour.
I'm great. Did I pay the last one? You know what I mean? Am I about to get arrested? This should be interesting. So I'm putting the good positive vibes into the universe, because I truly feel like that's everything. And I'm he rolled my windows down, limo tint, another ticket. So, I'm one of those girls that likes to break the rules. But anyway, so he's like, excuse me, ma'am, do you know I pulled you over? Yes, I do. I'm tired and I was going fast. I just felt like I had the need for speed.
Yeah.
That's what I said to him. And he's like, oh, you have the need for speed? Maybe you should be a highway patrolman. And I laughed and he's like, do you have any other tickets? And I said, well, I think I had a speeding ticket a couple years ago. And he's like, okay, ma'am, let me go. I'll be right back. And he comes back and he says, I'm going to cut you some slack, ma'am. You know, your honesty, I really appreciate it. And he's like, I'm going to just tell you to update your address on your license.
Yeah.
And drive safe.
So you got away with a quick one. I like it.
I prayed and it worked.
So I guess all you have to say is I have the need for speed.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to use that line again. It's been a minute though since I gotten pulled over for speeding.
Yeah.
Alex, when was the last time for you?
Actually driving to California from Arizona, same spot.
Same spot.
Spot. And
look at Blythe getting all the troopers out there.
Yeah. And I didn't get a ticket either, but there was this one time I was driving with a friend out here to a wedding and he drove a Prius. And I remember we got pulled over because he was doing like 100, 110. And the officer was like, I didn't even know these things go that fast. And he ended up he got so lucky because he could have towed his car, you know, and he's like, I'm just going to write you a ticket for 80 and let us go. Cause he's like, where are you going so fast? And we're like, we have to be at a wedding in 4 hours. He's like, well, you're going to make it, you know, slow down. And yeah, so I've been pulled over on that stretch a few times.
Oh, Amanda, do you have a needs for speed?
Okay, this is totally going to jinx me because I'm going back and I'm like, I haven't been pulled over. And I'm not even kidding, like 5 years.
Yeah.
Angel.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to happen on my way
That's
home.
what happened to me. I hadn't been pulled over in like 6 years. And my last speeding ticket before, well, this one didn't happen. So
yeah.
I was going to meet my boyfriend's parents at Pelican Hill. And I came from a golf tournament in San Diego. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get there on time. I need to meet them. And I was on fast track, which is, 65. So I got pulled over going 80 and 65. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
80 is like,
come on.
That should be the speed limit.
Yeah, 79
everywhere.
is where the cruise control sits.
90.
Come on. Yeah. Well, so what struck me about your story the most, though, is that you had your book on 1.8. Okay. That's, because 2.0 is too fast.
Yeah.
And sometimes 1.5 could be almost too slow too. So I appreciate the middle.
Voices are annoying.
Yeah. I appreciate that you went right in the middle at a 1.8.
You like that? And 1.7 wasn't doing it for me.
I always forget to speed it up. Do you speed up all your podcasts and your
I only do 1.5.
You're a 1.5er?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is an 11-hour book, and I have to go there and back. So I think
you were also on 2 Celsius.
Wow.
So
one.
Oh,
I have
one.
one at the house.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Amanda, I want to hear your story. How'd you get started in golf?
So I got started about 2.5 years ago. Classic story over COVID. I was bored. I was living alone in a studio apartment working from home.
Mm-hmm.
So super isolated up in Wisconsin, and my family was here. So all my friends left Milwaukee and went to go stay at their parents' house. And I was like, no, I'm going to just ride this out. I'll just hang here. And I was like, okay, I'm going crazy. I need an activity. I want to get outside. I want to do something after work every day to get out of my little tiny apartment that I was in all the time. And I was like, you know what? I should just go to the driving range. That was one of the few things I could go do. And I was always around golf. So my dad and my brother really involved in golf growing up.
So you felt comfortable going to a golf course and going to the range just because your family did that.
Yep. And I feel like I got into it pretty easily because I knew a lot of the kind of soft skill things, a lot of the etiquette and kind of the words. I knew what everything kind of meant. So it was like a natural transition for me kind of getting into that. And I literally had 2 clubs and I just went to the range with my 2 clubs. And
was one of them a driver?
No.
Oh, really? Wow.
No.
Wow.
So I bought a putter and I literally would putt around my apartment. I had one of those like putting, like not
those
the fancy
COVID
mats.
days. They were
just
so
like
simple, those days
Yeah.
of COVID when we were putting balls around our house.
Yeah. And then I got a 7-iron and I just would go hit at the range with the 7-iron. And that was like what I did that whole summer. And then eventually I said, oh, I do have to get out of here. I'm going to Arizona, and the golf like culture out here is so like, there's so much to do with that. So I really kind of took off like getting involved, just getting out here with my dad at the course. So
Yeah. Okay. So your parents are here?
Yes.
Your dad's here?
Yeah.
And so what did your golf journey look like once you moved here and it wasn't just a 7-iron going to the range? What'd you do next?
Yeah, I grew my bag very little by little. And I kind of, you get comfortable with like one club.
Oh, yeah.
I like wouldn't hit any other clubs besides like a 7-iron. And then
Well, let's hear it. Sally, what was your one club?
Pitching wedge
Nice. Alex, what was your
and
one?
driver. I loved my driver at
Yeah,
first.
I could see how you just whip out the driver right away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex?
That's the driver was I know I said this before. It was the one club that made me fall in love with golf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I concur with that because I hit a good bomb.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm set.
Yeah.
I'm done.
It brought me back to like playing softball and hitting a bomb, you know?
Yeah. All right. So you slowly grew your golf bag.
Yep.
Once you got to Arizona. And then were you going to play out on the course at all with your dad, or where were you playing? What were you doing?
Yep. So we would go to the range, and I just wanted to get out and play, especially because I felt a lot more of a sense of comfort going with someone who I knew, who knew the game, kind of had my back a little bit. So I was like, let's get out there. So we would just go play like 9 holes at a time. And I just kind of really got that golf bug immediately.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm curious, what courses did you go to a lot?
so
at
we're
first?
up in like North Phoenix. So we would go to Dove Valley and Rancho Manana probably most frequently, but there's so many places to explore in Scottsdale, like golf course wise. So I definitely kind of would get to try new places. If I went with like different people, we could kind of like go explore more places I'd never been. But my dad is like very like kind of goes to the same places. So
Yeah. Well, we all get in our habits.
yeah.
So then you're going about your business and you see Babes Golf opens up their Arizona chapter, and then what?
So I went to that first event, and I think I connected with you guys immediately because I had
Yes.
recognized them. So I was like, okay, I should go introduce
you probably felt like
myself.
you already knew him, I bet.
Yeah.
After watching him on
And
Instagram.
Amanda and I connected because we're both dancer backgrounds.
Yeah, I think our energy was really similar. So we were kind of like, you're really peppy. Like
see
you, like she was just tossing
Go
it around.
team.
And I was like, okay, we can hang for sure. So I think you asked me, you were like, were you a cheerleader or a dancer? Because I was probably twirling around like at the driving
Oh my
range.
God, Sally sniffed that shit out right
Yeah.
away.
That's her hand.
Yeah. So we just connected immediately. And yeah, it was a really awesome event. It was a great turnout.
Yeah. It was amazing.
And so it was just really well-rounded, all the different kind of stations almost at that practice area at Dobson for that first meetup, and just kind of hopped in, and you talked to one person, and then by the end of the day, you have talked to like 20 people.
Yeah.
So
And so what's been going on since then?
since then, really been golfing with the babes. It's been an awesome way to connect with like-minded women that just want to get out and have fun. I'm on the spectrum of golfers, like super serious competitor and like all about the fun. I am a professional fun haver. Like I'm there for the antics.
really?
Like, yeah. And so it's been a great way to just like make friends and do things that we all like to do together. So it's been really fun and getting out a lot. Yeah.
Does this make you proud, Alex?
Yeah, it makes me think of our slogan once again. We may not get a hole in one, but we have a whole lot of fun.
No, stop. Is that your slogan?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I've said that before. Maybe not.
No, you
on
haven't dropped that on the pod yet.
I dropped that.
Say it one more time.
We Now I'm blanking. We may not get a hole in one, but we have a whole lot of fun.
No, I love that. I'm obsessed.
And that's what Babes Golf is all about. You know, there's so many clubs out there that are competitive, and there's so much of that. And I just wanted a space where people can come and just have fun, and they don't feel the pressure of like being the best or, you know, being competitive. And there you can tell who's in the group that is competitive, and that's great. You know, everyone's there for their different reasons, but I always go back to, as long as you're having fun, that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to provide. And it makes me really happy to see like so many girls give feedback like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
And my perspective too is that, of course, I care about, you know, improving and like the technicality of it. But golf is really frustrating, especially as a beginner. It's really hard and it could be really discouraging. So you have to have fun to balance that out, and like keeps you kind of coming back, and it kind of just evolves like as a part of your life that you can really maintain like.
Well, and again, even though it is frustrating at times, being able to be surrounded by women that are a whole lot of fun and like you're a part of a community.
Yep.
I mean, I remember like it was yesterday walking away from Ladies League. This was probably 7-8 years ago, and just thinking to myself, I am so lucky to have these women, you know, because again, when you're an adult, it's not really that easy to like meet friends that you are able to do activities with, you know, like you have these acquaintances and whatever, but to like have friends that you go and do things with, and you're playing golf, and you're just so we're so lucky.
What's crazy, and this is why I thank Alex so much for starting Babes Golf, is that there's multiple women in our club that say, Babes Golf changed my life. And it sounds crazy to say that, but women move to cities like Amanda did, and they don't know anybody, don't have any friends, and they come to one of our events and they're loved on, they're welcomed, they're just, they feel comfortable. And so that's the vibes that we put out. And people are like, I don't know how you make every event so incredible, but it's because like I said with the speeding ticket, what you put out into the universe does come back. And Alex and I, like, since day one, like Alex has put out the good vibes. That's what I picked up on. That's why I wanted to be a part of it. That's why I wanted to start my own chapter. And it's just the most welcoming community. And now people, you know, get to join and have all of these friends and go to these events and have a hobby. It's not just like going to the bar and drinking. We're like, no, we're going to golf and then we're going to drink some wine maybe, or things like that.
We're going to a hot girl walk at Encanto. Okay. We're not doing brunch.
We'll do brunch after the hot girl
exactly.
walk. We'll get our exercise in, and then we'll go brunch hard.
Yeah, we have a good time. I have a Temecula Wine and Nine with a party bus involved coming up at March 18th.
Is it going to be like a St. Patrick's Day theme?
No, originally it was February 25th, but because of the rain, I had to push it back.
The rain. Seriously. It's been out of control.
It has.
What's going on over there in California? Are you guys doing okay over there?
It snowed in my hometown in Southern California. I was getting my hair done. It snowed. And then it started hailing. And an hour later, it was sunny. And I was like, where am I? It was awesome, though. It's really cool because now you're driving around Southern California and all the mountains are green, and then the ones behind them are snow-capped, and it's the most beautiful scenery ever. So I'm grateful for it.
Way to turn that around. That was like so positive.
It needs to go away, though.
Good vibes. Good vibes only here. Sally, where are you at with your golf game right now?
I'm holding that 36 handicap like strong. I'm gaining distance with my clubs.
Yeah.
The short game obviously is where I need improvement, like most people. I can hit the club well, and then, you know, the 3 putts or the chip shots, chip it over the green, you know, those types of things.
So what's next for you? Like, what do you want to do? Is getting better important to you? Is that one of your top goals, or is it it not? Like what's next?
It's definitely important to me. Like Alex said, I just want to have fun, and I do have fun out there. I'm just like, oh, whatever. Like if I can get a good shot, then it makes my whole day. But I definitely want to improve. I want to lower my handicap. I would like to be, by the end of the year, shooting in the 90s. I've shot under 100 2 times.
Love it.
I'm right now getting consistently in the low hundreds. I was in like the 120 range.
Yeah.
And so it is improving, but golf, it is hard. And that's why I tell women not to get discouraged in Babes Golf. Like I put in all of our emails, you can play bad fast.
Yeah.
It's all about just learning to pick up the ball and, go play with somebody else's ball and have fun with it, because you're not going to be good overnight. Like everything, golf is a journey. So you just need to enjoy it. And if you want to get better, obviously I need to get some lessons. I'm mostly self-taught. So
yeah.
That's the thing. That's the issue with my swing. I got
Now,
some bad habits.
Even with all your good vibes and all your peppiness, jazz hands, has golf ever made you feel really bad?
Yes. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, yeah, there's those days where I just can't, I'm just doing awful. And I'm like, I'm quitting. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm done. Well, because if it happens multiple days in a row, I'm like,
no,
I know
that's very relatable.
I can hit the ball.
Yeah.
What is happening? But it's a mental thing. And so, yes, I'm all this positive, happy vibes, but it's not always that way. That's not life. You know what I mean? Like I have my days and golf, they say 80% mental, 20% skills. I mean, really, it's true. Like, so yeah, I've definitely been like, I'm retiring this golf bag, but maybe it's just a driver for like a few sessions.
So it was a year ago, you and Alex played in the Desert Classic.
No, that was Catherine and I.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Catherine. It was in Sante Bay that it was you and Sally. Okay, let's go back to Catherine and you, though, playing the Desert Classic.
Yes.
So Alex, well, first, where are you at in your golf game right now?
Well, I played golf yesterday.
Yeah.
My handicap is creeping back up. I just haven't been playing as often. I can definitely tell. But I shot a 97 yesterday. Not one of my proud moments, but it just goes to show like golf is about being consistent. And if you're not out there practicing or playing, then it's going to show. I was really proud of like all my chipping. One of the guys I was playing with, he's like, I need to get a lesson from you on just like the short game, the chipping.
Yeah.
Like,
so you're feeling good about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I always like try to take something from my rounds and something positive, and that was really good.
Yeah.
But I was definitely, the putting was difficult. It was just it was the first time playing that course too.
Where'd you play?
Dinosaur Mountain.
I played there for the first time. Did you play isn't there 2 courses?
There is. I'm blanking on the name of it.
I am too. Did you play the one with the really good views?
No, that's Dinosaur, and then there's another one.
Okay.
And I want to say it's called Wind something. But it was still beautiful and in great condition. But it was hard because there's a lot of desert and you could lose your ball pretty quick.
Oh yeah, that's fun. That's fun when that happens.
Yeah.
So you took away yesterday. Short game was good. And I do the same thing. When I have those rounds where I feel like I want to quit, or it's like you're in that darkest place, I kind of go through the round and I'm like, okay, well, what was good? Okay, X, Y, and Z was good. All right, let's take that. Let's leave the rest and move on.
Yeah.
And it definitely does get easier.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you get to like the thought of quitting happens less, I think, as you get more and more experience, but you still feel that tough feeling, at times. You still feel like, God, that was terrible. And I feel bad about myself, but I know I'm not going to quit at this point. And I know that, and I've actually gone through with quitting before, and that really doesn't help.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So what's next for you, Alex?
I keep on saying I'm going to practice more, but
you're just busy.
So busy. So I'm hoping, I actually am going back to San Diego for a few months. I'll probably be able to golf a lot more while I'm there. We have our favorite little executive course, like 10 minutes from my house.
Give it a shout out.
Loma Santa Fe Executive. It's in Solana Beach. So that's our favorite golf course there, just to go in, because you can walk it in like 2.5 hours, play 18 holes. And after 2 p.m., I'm a member there, which is only $29 a month. But after 2 p.m., it's $8 to play there. And you get a drink.
Wow.
Yeah.
$8 and a drink?
Yes.
Wow.
So I wish there was more golf courses out in Arizona that were like that.
Good luck.
The
Yeah.
country
Good luck.
club where I live is semi-public. So if you live in the community, you can get tee times for people outside of the community. But it's less than $40 to play golf there, which is amazing. And it's really well maintained. And that was the first course I ever hit a ball on because my grandfather gave me my first lesson. Because I was a stubborn teenager. My mom's like, you're going to go live with your grandparents for a couple weeks. We're going to straighten you up. And so my grandfather took me out to the driving range. That was my first golf experience. Like, you have a natural swing, Sally. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll do golf team. But no, I did dance team instead.
So, Alex, you've been here, though, now for what, 4 months?
Yeah, since the end of October.
You opened the Arizona chapter in September. You came here.
September was our launch party. We opened in October. And then now I've been here. I'm going back at the end of March and we're currently training for our representative in San Diego, going to get her fully on board and then come out to Arizona more permanent. So.
Oh, okay. You seem to hesitate on that.
Yeah, because I don't know exactly when I'm coming back because I'm scared to come here during the summer.
Yeah.
So I mean, San Diego has the best weather year round. So I'm just trying to swallow that pill and just get over that. But I'm very excited to come back to Phoenix.
Good.
I'm also going to really miss, golf is I thought golf was expensive in Southern California, but it really isn't compared to Arizona.
Yeah,
So.
it's out of control here. What, other than cost,
Mhm.
what surprised you most about opening up your chapter in Arizona?
I mean, Arizona's been amazing. Like, we've gotten so many women interested in this area. I think it's basically because that's mostly all there is to do here is golf or hike, you know? In Southern California, there's so many options. So people don't necessarily going to take up golf. So I think that the business has really grown. And the only thing is that now we're looking at is how do we manage that during the summer? Because we were getting feedback from our members and they're like, yeah, I really don't want to play during the summer. So we're learning as we go and figuring out what's going to be the best. So it has been a lot different because Sally and I are used to hosting events year round. So it'll be a little different when we go in summer, but there's a lot of great indoor golf things here in Phoenix. So we'll probably do socials, just get the women together and we'll figure it out.
And more early morning things.
Yes.
So maybe you do the 9 holes earlier and then go to brunch or, then do something after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's hot, but you get used to it. And really, as long as you start your round before 8 a.m. or even 9 a.m., you're okay. Your body gets used to the temperature. So
That's
it's
what
not like
everyone
you're
says.
going out there at 1 p.m. Then it's brutal.
Yeah.
If you're in air conditioning all morning and then at 1 p.m. you go outside, you're like, oy.
Yeah.
And it's 2 months,
Yeah.
maybe 3.
It's gonna
But it's
Amanda,
fly
how
by.
do you feel about playing at 6 o'clock in the morning during the summer?
If I'm mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared for it, it'll be great.
Yeah.
Then she's there.
Then
She's
I'm there and we're whooping it up. But it's something you have to just plan for.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about in the summer, you
Plan
get
for
up
it.
earlier
Yeah.
just naturally, and that might just be a personal thing. But
Yeah.
I get up earlier so I can enjoy my day a little bit more. Because that's when you're walking your dog outside. It's going to be like early morning or golfing, tennis, anything you want to do. It's going to be in the morning because even evening after the sun sets, like it's still hot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I think too, Shauna's been helping me a lot with the events here. And she's like, we're going to just go up to Sedona or Flagstaff for the weekend and play because it's a little bit cooler. And I'm like, perfect.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
all
No,
about
that's
that.
total. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. So
Go to Oak Creek Country Club in Sedona. It's so fun.
okay.
That's a fun course.
Okay.
And then, yeah. I was going to say Flagstaff Ranch, but I think that's all private, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. So I had all three of them bring their golf bags in here. We had a whole show concept. And then this morning I woke up, I'm like, you know what? I want to know what's in their golf bags. I just need to know. So, I want you guys to like go in your golf bag and I want you to find something that's maybe not totally typical, maybe like something unique that you have in your golf bag. And then Alex, while they're finding that, I'm going to let them find it.
Okay.
While they're finding theirs, what's next for your golf game? Like what, I know you don't have a lot of time to practice. We get it. You're building your empire. Are you okay with the handicap slipping up a little bit, going up and just kind of letting it be? Just telling yourself we're gonna just let it.
For now, because that's like last year, my big goal was to get my handicap down and lower my score and try to, my goal was to break 90 and I did that. And so then I was like, now I can break 80 because I shot an 82 and I was like, I'm going to break 80 now. And then that's kind of like when my whole golf game slowed down. And I've kind of just like my golf game's kind of gone to the back seat for now. And I have other more important things. So I think I will get back to there like once I have more time.
I love it.
But I just have to, I guess, not admit to myself, but kind of accept that my golf game needs to take it just needs to take a break for a little bit.
We're going on a break with the golf game.
Yeah.
All right, Sally, what'd you find in your bag?
One of my Jaws wedges.
What's a Jaws wedge?
Well, it's a sand wedge,
Okay.
technically. It's
Okay.
a 52 degree.
Why is
So
it called Jaws?
It's just the Callaway.
Oh, okay. Oh,
brand
that's like the
of a
brand.
wedge.
Okay.
Yeah. And this was custom made for me by some nice golfers from the course I used to work at. They worked for Callaway, and I was their favorite beverage cart girl. So they gifted me these.
And what does it say on
This
there?
was my nickname from them, Sweet Sally.
Oh, I love it.
That's
Well,
so
you are
I
sweet.
sentimental.
cried when they. So actually,
Okay, wait. I feel like maybe you told me before that you were a beverage cart girl, but I forgot.
I was the beverage cart.
Oh, well, there's no doubt in my mind that you were the beverage cart girl. Do you have one story? Like, is there? I mean, I'm sure there is
One? Oh,
I mean,
man.
was it a fun job?
Yes,
It was.
it was.
Did the
It
days
could be
go by?
draining.
Did the days go by fast? Like that's what's important to me when I'm working. That the days like go by. When you're working, it seems like it goes by fast
It can, unless it's a slow day and you're just driving
in circles.
in circles around the
Yeah.
course. But still, the course I worked at was beautiful and the scenery was amazing. So I'd just be like, oh, it's just so nice to be out here, but I need to make some money.
And were people generally good tippers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
And men were polite?
Well, for the most part, I would say they were polite.
Yeah.
There's always those groups. You know what I mean? There's always that guy.
There's
at least once a
always
day.
that guy. Once a day.
Yeah. I've had someone pretend they're going to hit me in the, butt with their club when I like bend over to grab something out of the cart or whatever. I'm like,
Oh my
excuse
God.
me.
Ew.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I call them out. I'm not
do?
I'm not shy. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Do it again. I've gotten a guy 86 from the golf course
Nice.
for comments that were inappropriate.
Is it
for
good
you.
money?
Yeah.
Easy money? Like the tips, it's good?
I feel like it is, but I was very aggressive.
What does that mean, sweet Sally?
Okay, I was smart with my time, So when you see a group on the course, and I knew a lot about golf at that point because I grew up just, I said my grandfather was an avid golfer, and I knew that the round, how long it was going to take, and I knew how long it was going to be when I was going to see the next group. And they expect the cart girl to like come around like 18 times before they're done. I have to drive the entire course and stop I stopped for everyone. I wasn't that cart girl, which I'm sorry, but most cart girls out there, they just like drive right past you. And I'm like, do you not want to make money? I'm thirsty, But I would stop for everybody and I'd like, hey guys, so I'm not going to see you probably for another 2 hours. I'll probably see you twice this entire time. So how many shots? And then there's 4 of you. Let's see, 3, 6, 9. Let's do a 12 pack of beer. I'll put it on ice right now. All right. What can I get for you?
Oh my God, you're so smart. That's so smart. I would have sandwiches. I would make sure I was jam packed. Like I was filling that cart to the brim. I would not go around with missing things in my cart because missed opportunity, you know what I mean? And so did you ever get the cart in like a little accident? Like it seems like it's very tight quarters at times.
I did.
You did?
I did.
What'd you do?
And I flipped it on the side.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
Okay, so
is there a picture?
Okay, I was texting and driving.
So even texting while driving
there was a big
cart.
rock on the side of the cart path.
Mm-hmm.
I went straight towards it while I was texting, and it totally, I'm so lucky, you guys, that nothing bad happened to me. It flipped on its side, and I was standing in the center where the seat, between the seat and the window, and it was completely on its side, and I was completely fine.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel like I might have you back on with like some other cart
Bev
girls.
cart stories.
Yes,
I have a million.
Bev cart diaries.
That's how we met, though.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I was playing at Arrowwood at the golf course that she worked at. We pulled up and I saw Sally. I was like, she is a vibe.
She really is.
I want drinks from her. Let's go.
I want a 12 pack with some sandwiches.
Fireball shots.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, find something unique in your golf bag. What do you have?
Okay, so sitting here, I thought of something different from.
Well, wait,
I've got
show
all
us the
kinds of
ball
things in
though.
here. Okay, so first one is this ball. It's one of the like special edition tailor-made
with the firecracker
from the summer. So I wanted one of these to match. I have a club head cover that I got from my friend for my birthday.
that says bomb it. Just
says
for the
bomb it.
listener, we're on YouTube too, so you can see all this on our YouTube video also.
Yes. Shout out to my bestie, Sabina got me that. And then my friend Max knew that I wanted this ball and they were sold out. So he gave me these. So I have all of the like kind of gifty things or like sentimental like golf balls that people give me in my bag. So it's just like kind of some sentimental things you always just kind of have in your bag.
I love it.
And then I did want to mention, I thought of this.
Mm-hmm.
Beginner golfer building my bag.
Yep. Let's hear
Still doing it. My wedges are from my dad. They're not even women's wedges. So we're going to blame the short game on that for now. But these were used that he got, and then they were hand-me-down to me. So
oh my God, look at that club
it
head.
says like Mac Daddy on it.
Oh, that's a
looks-
Mac Daddy wedge. Okay.
Okay,
That looks like that looks like a ginormous club head.
yeah, it's heavy.
What is that? A lob wedge or a sand wedge? Does it say a number on it?
56.
56. And those wedges are working well for you?
Absolutely not.
Okay, let's get you fitted.
So I was like, oh my gosh, at the clinic, there's going to be a Titleist fitting experience.
Yes. So I want you to talk to them just because here's the thing with wedges too, is obviously when we use hand-me-down clubs in general, they're not fitted for us. So we're kind of working with something that's not going to be best for our game. But also wedges, you're supposed to change after like 70 rounds or something. Like,
wow.
like the grooves, you want those grooves really tight. Like after so much wear and tear, the wedges aren't doing what you want them to do anymore. So the Mac Daddy might need to get replaced. Look at that club head. Alex, do you see that club?
Huge.
It's Shiny.
Oh yeah.
So I have men's. All my clubs are men's as well. And my wedge does not look like yours.
Yeah, so this is great news for me because I'm like, oh my God, I thought my like wedge game was just so horrible. But you know,
no,
that's
I think we just
something you
need
learn.
to. Yeah, I think we just need to get you fitted for wedges, and then it'll feel so much better.
Yeah.
I'm curious to get fitted. I've never been fitted.
It's time.
I was just like, these are all.
Once you get
present.
fitted, it's a game changer.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you have, Alex?
I have a few things here.
Okay, show
I'm going to
us.
start with my putter because I've talked about this before on the podcast, but my clubs got stolen about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided that I'm going to go all in and get fitted. And Even Roll, they reached out to me and they wanted to get me fitted for a putter, which I had no idea I can get fitted for a putter.
Mhm.
And that was a really cool experience. And they even like did it custom with the colors, the pink, and they put my Babes Golf logo on there.
It's
and
really
then
pretty.
on the front,
It
it
is.
says Babes Golf. And I
Obsessed.
just love this thing.
And that,
Oh, feel my grip.
no, serious? I'm loving this grip.
Yeah. So they actually put a bar. I guess there's a bar that goes behind here
Uh-huh.
that like it just fits your hand so perfectly.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
That's
Yeah,
great.
I'm obsessed with my putter. I wish I was a better putter, but it's not the putter, it's me. And
But
then
you love the
it's okay.
sand.
I
She
do
loves
love the sand, and that's what I use in sand is my 58. This is my favorite wedge.
You're
Yeah.
58.
My 58.
I love that you guys all brought out your wedges. I love a good wedgie.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. And you just mentioned too, like with wedges, you should get them changed every, would you say 80 rounds?
Yes.
So we just learned, we were at True Spec for one of our Babes Golf socials, and we just learned that you're supposed to get your grips changed after 40 rounds.
Wow.
Mm. You can also wipe them off
Yes,
too.
you can clean them.
Yeah.
You can clean them, but yeah, they were saying like, you know.
Well, and also think about like if you're practicing. So you're going to practice with your wedges the most.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like 40 rounds and you're practicing a ton. So yeah, they're going to wear out. Your wedges are going to wear out the quickest.
Yeah. So
Right.
love
New
love a good
grips are the
wedge.
best too.
They are. They
Just,
feel
and
good.
I don't know if we've ever talked about this on the podcast before. Getting your grips changed is actually a very easy process. So you can go to like the PGA Superstore or Vans or any golf store. You buy the grips that you want, and they'll usually install them there for you.
Mhm.
You know, and you pay for them to install them for you. And usually it's not like you wait for them to be done. It's probably a couple days, then you pick them up. But also if you belong to a club, a lot of times the bag room at the club will do that too. So they'll even have the grips there. And so anytime I want to get new grips, I just take it to the bag room. I'm like, can you please replace all these grips?
Yeah, there's a really cool company too. I think it's called Grips on the Go, and they're always at like charity golf tournaments.
I was just going to say, shout out to Grips on the Go. I've met
Yeah.
those guys at countless golf tournaments and they'll do it right there for you.
Yeah.
Grips on the go.
They're
Yeah,
out of San
explain the
Diego-
process.
San
I want to hear
Diego,
about
LA.
it.
Well, while you're on your tee box, they're like replacing your grips, which is really cool.
And
So-
they'll, because usually it takes time to set. Do they say anything like that, or do they grips on the go?
I only got one done when I was there, so I don't know how that would be like if you were to do a whole set.
Mhm. But that's a
yeah,
cool
I would
concept.
imagine. Yeah,
And they're young guys and they're super nice. So
Good
it's always
vibes.
fun. Yeah,
Good
it's always
vibes.
fun to support a small business too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep.
What about your towel?
So this is the newest, like my favorite thing because it's magnetic and it's a strong magnet. And it's great because I can carry it to the green with me. Like
So you're
this.
showing us a towel that has a magnet on it, and look
Uh-huh.
at.
Babes Golf. We got that embroidered on there.
Is this your logo too?
No, so this is Birdie Supply. They're one of our partners. So they make the towels, and they actually are going to be coming out with different towels every season. And what's cool is you just take the towel off the magnet and replace it with your new towel.
Yeah, that's cool.
So they've been sending these to all our members that are renewing. So it's like the renewal gift.
What's the company's name again?
It's called Birdie Supply. They do golf balls.
I love their balls.
Yeah, here's their balls.
No pun intended.
I scored my best
Sorry,
round.
I had to. I told you.
I scored my best round with a birdie ball, so I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a unique feel to them too. What does this mean?
I don't know. I'm
Pinion?
not sure.
What does that mean?
What is it?
I think I don't know.
No idea.
Pinion. It's on the line. Interesting.
They do the tees, the short tees, which I love.
And this is a San Diego-based company again?
Yep. He's
You know what? I love a short tee too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And every time I play with a dude and they see me pull out a short tee, oh my God, the eye roll I get. Like,
Really?
oh, you use short tees?
I don't want to just stick the huge tee down in the
Yeah, for a
ground.
par 3.
Yeah.
No, I like a short tee.
tees.
Okay, and I like them
agree.
orange. Okay,
Oh,
back off,
orange.
dude.
Oh. Orange tees. Orange tees and green balls.
Orange tees. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you like. Okay, anything else you guys have in your golf bag? You don't have to get it out, but that you think like, you know what, this is something I always have to have in my golf bag. Or maybe to the beginner who's just putting their golf bag together.
I really like my brush.
You have a little
attachment.
a club cleaning tool.
Yes, to get
Oh my
the
God,
dirt.
look at it. And it's attached to your bag. Like,
Yes, it's attached to my bag next to my towel. So I get my towel wet and then I will clean my club right after, you know?
So satisfying.
Little wipe, a little scrub it up.
who makes that brush?
Oh, this is
So it's similar to like the Groove It
Amazon
brush.
Buddy Birdie.
Buddy Birdie. Man, there's a lot of
Yes.
good names
And
going
this
on there.
is- Yeah. So
Amanda, what do you
I
have?
need one of those towels.
What other thing would you tell the beginner golfer to get that's a little more unique maybe that they wouldn't think of?
So I think it's a really great idea to invest in a speaker so I got one actually from a raffle at Babecation at a Babes event,
Mhm.
and it clips onto the side of the golf cart.
Like with a magnet?
It's like a hook
Oh, really? Okay.
And it
Yeah.
tightens.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, just to like add to the enjoyment aspect. But I also have like 4 gloves in my bag, which is probably not necessary. But I think as a beginner, you make that initial investment in all of these like equipment things and like, please change out your glove. You don't need this ratty
Oh.
glove.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
don't need to keep that forever.
No,
like
no.
switch out to a fresh one and it just feels a lot
Only
nicer.
dudes
so
do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I was golfing with way too many dudes. Like my golf life has changed golfing with girls.
Yeah.
And it's so much more fun.
It is different.
Yeah.
It is different. And both are fun.
Yeah.
Like, but it's different.
But
It's a different vibe.
different vibe for
different
sure.
vibes.
Yeah.
And the dudes matter. The dudes you're golfing with matter.
Yeah.
Oh, ladies, thanks for being on today. I know it was kind of a mixed bag of topics, but you know what? I was so happy to have you here. Amanda, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're part of this golf community, not just Babes Golf, but just like Arizona golf in general, because you're from Wisconsin.
hmm
And I mean, how great is it to be able to golf year round?
It's gorgeous here.
Yeah.
And it's just so nice to get outside and like be active and really like take advantage of living here. And yes, golf is expensive here, but this is one of the best places in the world to golf,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So it's just like really exciting to
Yeah.
be here. Yeah.
And there's plenty of places to golf that are not that expensive. It's
Totally.
just we never talk about them. You know, the very expensive courses are usually the ones that are talked about the most. Sally, I mean, I wouldn't object if you did move to Arizona. I just want to circle back there.
Yeah.
I would check that box.
Every time I'm here, I don't want to leave. And
Could you imagine what would happen to women's golf if Sally was in Arizona?
Oh my God. Stop.
All of us together?
No.
A total takeover.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you'll have to keep us posted on that.
I will. We'll
see.
We'll
Come
see.
back
to that.
We'll see.
We'll come back to that.
Alex, thanks for being on again.
Thank you.
And thanks for always supporting me and everything that I'm doing and our company's doing. And Babes Golf, of course, is is amazing, and what you're doing is amazing. So let's just keep going.
We love you so much.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah,
let's just keep growing this and get more women out on the course, taking them over every chance we get.
Yep.
Takeover.
Let's go.
The babe takeover. Let's
LFG.
go.
Let's do it. Thanks, ladies.
Be sure to check out the show notes for all the details on today's show. If you haven't already, please give a 5-star written review on your favorite podcast platform, or even screenshot this episode and send it to your golf buddies. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you on the first tee in a couple days.